We've said this before, but I think the issue is not so much Sony Michel's talent as it is you have Bill Belichick coaching.
What's up, Fackers? We are back with our Fantasy and Chill 101, counting down the top 101 players for the 2020 fantasy football season. Number 69 on the countdown
Nice.
is running back for the New England Patriots, Sony Michel. He is our 30th ranked running back. Last year, he finished as running back number 28. A few of his stats last year, he had 247 carries for 912 yards and 7 touchdowns. Also added 12 catches for 94 yards. Scored 146.6 fantasy points, an average of 9.2 points per game. All right, so first thing I wrote down for him, he's kind of looking to rebound off a disappointing 2019 season. He had such a good rookie year in 2018. It came out, he was a dominant running back for New England. He actually had a worse year last year when people kind of expected him to maybe take another step. Matt knows that all too well since Matt had him on his team last year. One thing that might be positive for him, though, probably will be relying more on the run game this year than they have in years past, just because we know Brady is now gone. They're left with Stidham gaining the position. But to go along with that line, we also know that Patriots have their running back issues, and what I mean by that is we're gonna have like 4 or 5 different guys at a time. So you never really know if Sony Michel is gonna be dominating the carries. And then talking about a rough last year, he did finish the year strong though. 3 straight double-digit games to end the season.
Yeah, if I can pull I know Britt likes to do this, how I think about him. That's what I feel right now. It's just, I mean, I was gonna you want to do it? You feel, there you go. I mean, yeah, they still got James White, still got Burkhead, still got Bolden there, still got Damian Harris there. Like, and if we go back through all the games, Bill Belichick, if they get down in any game, Bill Belichick will just send Sonny straight to the bench. And we saw games last year where he had 2 carries to start the game, they got down, and we didn't see him the rest of the game. It's they get rid of, or not get rid of him, but they get off of the Sonny Michel train so quick. But when they're up, yeah, he'll get 15, 20 carries a game, which is good. But do we really see him being up by that much this year?
The only thing I would say is their defense should not take a step back. And so they should be in games. And I mean, they should be able to run the ball in most games, I would be guessing, especially with Stidham behind the center. But I don't know. It's
You
just
you could have said that last year too, though.
that's true. He didn't have a terrible year
It wasn't
last year.
terrible, but
No, I
it's
mean,
not
he
a,
still had 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. I mean,
yeah.
that's almost as good
Just
as he did the year
it just
before.
wasn't as good as his rookie year, and people were expecting bigger things.
The problem with him though
Well,
is if you go
yeah,
game by game, he's not consistent. Yeah, he'll get you,
no,
some of these games
exactly.
where he gets you 15 points, but if you're going like, oh, last week, he got 20 carries, let me play him again. Oh, he's gonna give me 2 points this week. Like, it's not a guy you want to depend on.
But you've seen the Patriots before have that workhorse running back. I mean, LeGarrette Blunt was what 3 or 4 years ago, where they just gave him the rock every single time they got close to the end zone. Like that
Yeah,
could turn into Sony Michel.
but we don't expect them to get in the end, like in the red zone as much because you got old Stids behind
They're in a
center.
weak division, though. They're in a weak division. I mean, they should be able to stay close with that defense in most games. I mean, I don't know. I don't like him, but if you go wide receiver heavy or something like that, you could take a shot on him late. Because I mean, where he's going right now,
You
you're
just
looking
said
at
he's
other
going in
running
like
backs
the
like
you just said he's going in like the 8th round, right?
yes,
So
seventh and
that
eighth round.
that's a spot where it would be worth taking a chance on him, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at guys like DeAndre Swift, on Johnson, Damian Williams. I mean, Ronald Jones.
I think I'd have Rojo more than Sonny Michelle.
Yeah, I don't. That's just tough.
Is it
I think I would honestly take James White over Sonny Michel at this point.
Like we've said this before, but I think the issue is not so much Sonny Michel's talent as it is you have Bill Belichick coaching. Because You just don't know. And we brought up in the James White video too, I think, with back in the day, Jonas Gray gets you 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. What do they do the next game? Gets benched.
Yeah.
And when we're talking fantasy football and consistency, you don't want this guy to be inconsistent when you're just playing one other team each week. He could lose you your game.
Yes. But I mean, if you're drafting Sony Michel, you're drafting him to be a bench player. You're not going to be drafting him as a starter, or at least you shouldn't be. So, I mean, the risk isn't really as high as it should be, I guess. But I mean, I don't know. You're taking a shot.
Yeah. Another problem is that he has decent hands. Like, he can catch the ball, and he's not stone hands. Like, he'll catch it. He doesn't do much in the open field. But why would they have him in on third downs when you have James White, who might be the best receiving back in the league? And sometimes last year he looked better than Sony Michel. I think Sony Michel looked a little injured to start the year. He started coming into his groove later in the season, but James White just does
That's
more.
not where he's gonna. That's not where he's gonna make his living though. He makes his living on early down
Yeah.
carries and goal line carries. He 2 years ago, his rookie year, I think I had him. I just watched him a lot on Red Zone, but he did get a lot of goal line opportunities and
Yeah.
went through the line for those touchdowns.
Yeah, I guess you could say
That's where he's getting his value.
like it's kind of weird saying this, but Brady being gone helps his goal line ability a little bit because Brady, we all know Brady's stealing those 1 yard sneaks. Just that's how he got most of his rushing touchdowns in his career. So I don't know if Stidham will do that as much, but they still love giving the ball. You still got Burkhead there, who for some reason, God knows why, they give him the ball.
Burkhead will still be involved.
Now,
I mean, or I'm worried about the entire Patriots offense, but the one time that they did have to substitute quarterback in for Brady, it was Matt Castle, and they made Matt Castle look like Tom Brady when they went like 11-5, made the playoffs. And I mean, Bill Belichick's a genius, so they
yeah,
could have a decent offense.
they could, but then they're not going to get Trevor Lawrence for y'all's
That's true.
conspiracy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be stuck with him again. I don't have to go through that roller coaster.
Yeah, you're a little biased.
You are,
I
You've been
am.
yes.
you've been burnt.
But
Now,
y'all
I
would
don't
have
want to
been
be
as
stuck
well.
with him either.
So the reason he went so high last year is because you thought, like, we thought he was an okay
He
running
was going to
back.
build on his rookie year.
Yeah, well, we thought he was an okay running back, but we also looked at Brady and their offense, and we were thinking, hey, he's going to get a lot of like red zone touches, a lot of goal line carries, and you really didn't see that last year.
No.
And now their
I mean,
offense
he
is
did have
probably going to
what?
take a step back.
Yeah, he had about 260 touches in a decent offense, and yeah, just didn't really produce. Did have 7 touchdowns, so not terrible, but
Not great, not terrible.
no.
Not great, not terrible, but in the 8th round, I feel like this is a guy you can take a chance on.
Yes,
Who
exactly.
has a chance to be I'll use quotation, starting running back because we know James White is there, but he is a starting running back.
Yes, they do play Miami week 1, so
Oh, great. It's going to be Sony Michel versus Jordan Howard. Can't wait to see that running back battle. Both my boys last year, too.
Uh,
Okay,
so
so
any sorry, what are you
or
saying?
can I ask one question? So I'm guessing Edelman is the best player on the Patriots offense, right? They would be drafted the highest.
Would be drafted the highest, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
Edelman.
I think Michelle will be
I
taken
mean
higher.
Michel, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Well, I don't know about an R draft, but just overall ADPs. I think a quick search. I think Michel's higher though.
The Patriots offense overall last year disappointed though. So,
Yeah.
and I mean losing Brady.
Looks like they're pretty close to each other.
What was your question?
Well, basically, I was saying who's the best offensive player on the Patriots,
Fantasy wise,
fantasy wise. That's all we talk about, baby.
I think I'd take Edelman.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Still say Michelle.
Really?
It's close.
All right, so just to wrap it up, we have a mid to late round starting running back that should be available in your draft to stick on your first bench spot. What did we say? Number 30th ranked running back, number 69 overall. Nice. James White. I mean, Sony Michel.
See, we're already trying to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.